together. You guys are doing fine. We just got to work together.
I have to really look at when I was growing up at individuals that really, I think, probably modeled mentoring, giving back, and I want to do the same thing.
You ready? Go.
I think kids today want role models. Kids are looking to emulate someone positive, whether it's a fireman or policeman, a teacher, a coach, and we need to step up and understand that kids are watching everything you do, the kids are watching everything you say, and more importantly, they're watching how you react.
Anthony, we all know him for a great football player that he was, Hall of Fame, played for the Bengals, outstanding player. And bringing that quality that he played with to bring in programming and camps and tutoring into the kids, into the communities that don't have a lot of resources, it's made a big impact.
With the Hispanic community growing, not only nationally, but in the greater Cincinnati area, this is something that I've always wanted to do with our foundation, to really have an outreach to the Hispanic community.
In the Hispanic community, the need is all about the youth. And I see myself in some of the same situation that some of these kids are in. Growing up was hard for me. I grew up in an inner city where mom and dad really weren't home much. Not because they didn't want to, they just had to work.
I think Anthony, through his foundation, he and Dee Dee both, saw that there was a need. And given the people that Anthony and Dee Dee know in the community and respect, that we've got people that are reaching out to Anthony and saying, how can we help you?
Mercy Health Fairfield Hospital got involved in the camp because we felt it was a perfect match with what's important to us.
Our mission is to impact kids mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I didn't want to say Hispanic football camp, because that's all they're thinking about. Character encompasses so many parts of your life, athletics, career, and yourself as a person. So I want them to understand when they're coming here and when they're here, that's going to be the emphasis of the camp.
Two claps. Good. You guys come on around here for the next couple of days. We're going to have some fun. We're also going to learn some things.
The first day, they're starting to kind of get to know each other. They're introduced to the coaches, the counselors, the staff. So you really try to make it a comfortable setting for these young men that are coming into the camp that are going to be here for quite a while.
I was kind of scared. I didn't know what people were going to be like to me. I didn't know if they were going to talk to me or not. But at the end, everybody was really nice.
Once they feel comfortable with everybody, it gives them the opportunity to just release their energy and their ability to listen and take in what we're teaching them. And then the next couple of days, it's about having fun, learning.
Good job raising your hand.
When the coaches are teaching, they're not just talking about, okay, this is how you catch the football, this is how you throw the football, this is how you block, but they're saying, okay, here's how you play the game, and this is the attitude, the approach you take as a person.
When you take kids out of their own environment and put them in a brand new environment, you really get to kind of peel back the layers of the kids and find out who they are and what they're about. And then once you peel it back, then you can teach them all different sorts of things. There's things they're going to experience here that they would have never had an opportunity to do in their life. First of all, you look at the ropes course.
They come in, they're thinking, I can't do this. But at the end of it, they're like in love with it.
That was my first time, and I did the whole course. Afterwards, I felt proud because I made it through.
They come out saying, that was wonderful. I'm glad I did it. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
At first I was scared, but then I just jumped and then I started swinging. I screamed at first, but it was cool.
We do competitive activities, and then we do some cooperative activities where these kids have got to work together to achieve one particular goal.
5 foot, 1, 2, 3.
Some groups have just some natural leaders in that group, but there are some groups who, most of them, don't get a chance to practice leadership. They get very creative about getting the solution or solving it. It's incredible to see that.
To see them be part of the solution. It's almost like they're kind of walking around, and when something happens, they kind of straighten up and they have a smile. And those are the type of things that put a smile on my face.
Kids want some basic things in life. They want to know that they're loved, and they want to know that other people care about them.
Yeah, show me your break.
What I look forward to is just coming here and spend that time with those kids and encouraging them, supporting them, training them, or helping them with their football skills or athletic skills, but also build their character.
And then to have one of the most outstanding players in the history of the National Football League interact with them on a very compassionate level. For many of these Hispanic youths, this is something that is way beyond anything they could have imagined.
It's easy to do the right thing when somebody's looking. The tough thing is doing the right thing when nobody's looking. To me, the thing that's impressive is your character. Because that's going to take you a lot further than how fast you can run, how many touchdowns you score.
Sí, es muy importante porque lo usamos con todas las personas, con mi mamá, mi papá y todos nuestros amigos. Por eso es importante el carácter.
If we can get young men really looking at who they are as people and getting those character traits instilled in their lives, they become, more productive individuals, and that carries over into the corporate world. And a lot of these, corporate partners that are looking at developing these young men, hopefully someday as they get older, will be part of their workforce.
Seeing the young people just kind of grow as a person, and whether it's something they learn how to say thank you or please, or whether they actually grab a broom on their own and they start sweeping up the cafeteria. I mean, things like that are pretty impactful.
There is a change. I mean, they might come here and not say a whole lot. They kind of look around, okay, how am I going to be accepted? I don't know these other young guys. And all of a sudden, by the second and third day, I mean, they've stepped up. I know we talked to one young man today, Victor, who was that way. He said he came in and he wasn't real sure if people were going to like him, and all of a sudden, he was the fastest kid in camp. But not only that, but he's helping other kids. So you see a lot of these kids just really start to blossom.
And we're just getting to the point now that the camp's old enough, these kids are now starting to go to college. So we're really going to see the fruits of the labor here real soon.
I get so fired up about that because it just gives us an opportunity to look forward to next year and see how much more we can impact.
I just came off one of the biggest losses in my 27 years as a football coach, less than 24 hours. And you think, man, I'm feeling pretty down. And the instant that I walk out here and watch the young people work and the coaches and the volunteers, all of a sudden you realize what's most important, and it's great. It's great to be out here.
This camp is definitely not just a camp. It is more than that. And the results, going back to my community, taking some of these kids back to where I work, where I live, is powerful.
You're talking about life skills. You're talking about who you become as a person, not what you do as a person, but who you become as a person.
Our world needs more of this. We need to teach people how to treat other people. We take that skill for granted so often, and it needs to be learned when they're young.
They are learning essential life skills, tools that will get them through the rest of their lives.
Families are changed, schools are changed, communities are changed. It doesn't just stay at camp. They take it back home, and it is a great investment.
I told them it's great to be successful, to be a Hall of Fame football player, to be a coach or a teacher or attorney, but it's how you go about doing that. Are you going to do it with a faith? Are you going to do it with integrity and character? Are you going to do it with respect to your field and to others? And that is the one component of this camp that I hope these young men go away from this camp with.